Good morning and welcome to the Monday, 2nd of November, Smart Financial Planning Review of the Weekend Papers. Huge news this weekend with regard to the future landscape for banking in the UK. The government has announced the intention to break up Lloyds, TSB and RBS into a number of smaller parts in order to recoup some of the money invested to bail the banks out last year and in order, in their words, to create a diversification in the banking sector for the future. Interestingly, one of their proposals is the return of the TSB branch. So this is to be demerged from the Lloyds banking group. There is an old company called Williams and Glyn's, which hasn't been seen since the 1980s, that will be reappearing under the RBS network. And then there will be a new institution called BankCo. Strangely uninventive name, but BankCo will be the new good bank, where a lot of the savings and deposits from the other banks will be placed, and this will be a very low risk bank that deals in very simple and straightforward forward borrowing and lending. The idea of all of this obviously is to raise money for the Exchequer, and based on the fact that it's projected by 2012 that the country's debt will be 1.2 trillion. I'm sure you probably don't know this, but up until 2002 the total debt ever taken on by the UK was £500 billion, and that's from Charles I, who first invented the idea of government debt. So from Charles I to 2002, total amount of money borrowed ever was £500 billion. We expect to be in the debt to the tune of 1.2 trillion by 2012. Absolutely astronomical figures. So I would be in support of anything that the government's seeking to do to try and raise some funds in this regard. It throws up some other anomalies. The banks are going to be asked to sell off some of their insurance businesses. Cheltenham, Gloucester and Intelligent Finance may well be hived off as well. So, having gone through a process over the last 10 or 15 years of the massive consolidation of all the banking organisations, we're now going to go through a situation where they're all broken up into smaller parts. That should produce a much greater choice for the consumer, but as been pointed out, at the moment if you're a Lloyds customer, all the historic Lloyds branches, TSB branches, Cheltenham and Gloucester branches, you can use all of these branches, whereas obviously when this exercise goes through, you'll not be able to do so. That's all for this week. I look forward to speaking to you again next week. Thanks. Bye.